Now, y'all, Auntie is here. Amen. Now, I'm going to give y'all some information here. I need y'all to listen carefully. Okay? Now, Regina is who I've been working with ever since the DNA results dropped. And Regina has a lot of different theories. Y'all going to meet Regina later on. But she got a lot of different theories. I wrote some of them down here. And we're going to go over. But Regina, she kind of detailed. She going to have a chart for y'all and what all the possibilities may be. Now, of course, it may not be nothing on Regina's chart. But at least it'll keep you going for, to help your spirit in this time. Amen. So when we initially got the DNA test, what Regina had discovered, what she said is, if we were to accept the results, amen. Y'all stay with me now. If we were to accept the results as they are right now, number one, these are the things that could happen and what could have happened. He is the Father, amen. We can see where Sister Amber stays with him, and she rides it out. And she becomes a good stepmother and godmother, because she's still tied. Shaylene took that back officially. Amen. So she could stay there and stick it out. However, we suspect, amen, because she first rose the question of the paternity, amen, that Anthony may treat her real bad during this time. And his narcissistic personality disorder will really come to a rise. That's why you're seeing that little smirk. Like he got her right where he want to, where if she stay, a narcissist like for you to stay so they can judge that knife in. And the more pain they inflict on you, that's the better they feel about themselves. So as a narcissist, the first thing he's going to do is make her feel guilty about even asking for the test in the first place. So that's just part one. Hold on, I gotta take this off. It's getting hot on the window screen now. So that's part one. Amen. Gotta give me this good light. Okay, so the second thing could be, amen, we could accept this as it is. He goes back to Shayla and let her know, and she continues to emasculate him. Or, if he is the narcissist that I suspect he is, he finna pipe up on Shayla. And when I say pipe up on Shayla, I mean that she gonna come to him like she always do. And he gonna say, I'll take that baby from you. I'll take my son. I do believe, and all of us believe inside of me, all of us believe there is going to be a custody battle. Because Shayla gonna get so comfortable in thinking that her mom gonna save the day, that Anthony, he not gonna go after Kai to try to, because he want to be father of the year. He gonna do it again as a narcissist to inflict pain on Shayla for leaving him, for finding somebody else. Amen. And I think she's gonna give him all the ammunition that he needs. Because all it takes is for one time for him to come over there in that house smelling like marijuana. If he come over there, and my grandmama used to say Mary water. If he come over there and it's smelling like Mary water, amen, he's going to use that as a pawn to take Kai away from Shayla. Y'all mark my words, something going to come up with this reefer smell. And then most apartments today, nice apartments, you can't even smoke in the apartment because they don't want that scent there. So I'm really suspecting that scent, and we know the scent in the house because Angelina said that she smelled the herbal essences. Amen. So I think something is going to come about with this weed smoke that's going to cause the DNA test thing to go on. The next thing that Regina was talking to me, because she's a conspiracy theorist, but she be lining up the facts on what could happen. Amen. So custody battle. I do believe, I agree with her on that. It's going to be a custody battle. I think Anthony has been getting his ducks in a row in his money. He is about to do something so diabolical that we're going to be like, woo, we know Ant Dog had that in him. So I think that this is the possibility. Next possibility that could be on the rise is that she's over there wrapped up in a mud and something happens to Kai where he's injured, hurt, or something because she's not watching him. Because she's too busy watching him, watching the trees, and God watching them both. So something could happen to Kai where, again, I'm going to kind of twist my theory in there because I said we was going to accept the results. But where something happens, a blood going to be needed, and his blood not going to match. Amen. That's in my spirit. Amen. What else I got written down here? The other thing is we believe that the test was altered. Let's just go ahead and jump into that. I don't even want to stay too long on if it's here. If we believe that the test was altered, as I stated on my break earlier, the reason I say this is because that day that she left them results, somebody put something different. I got to go back and read it. But they said that the first DNA test, half the DNA test was left on the thing. Angelina told Shayla to leave that test there with her. And we keep saying the envelope went open. We don't know if that envelope was opened or not. You can get them at the post office. Amen. Angelina knows somebody in the DNA office. Maybe the same people who switched Ashley and Shayla results. Amen. I think that's going to come out eventually. But I believe that the reason the DNA test took a little bit longer is because there was some alterations getting done. Amen. I'm sorry, y'all. Angelina got that test result instantly. And we didn't hear a conversation unless we heard later on, and I ain't gonna believe later on. Why did she get the results first? Because there was never a discussion of them going to her first. The discussion was them going to Anthony and them house first. That's what the original conversation was about, if I recall. I can go back, I could be wrong. Why did she get them so fast? And why was she so happy? Like, we got them. Did y'all hear the word choices that she used after she got it? We got them. Why would you think we got them? Why was she so excited about getting them test results? And why would Anthony, if let's say Anthony got them first and he sent them to Angelina, why would he do that? I'm going to give y'all a diabolical plot twist. Anthony didn't want to be wrong so much that he was in cahoots with Angelina to alter the test. Now that would be diabolical. But this Anthony that we are seeing form before our eyes is capable of it. He's capable of it. Amen. Of altering the test with Angelina. As an ultimate clapback to Amber. Anthony has never forgiven her. I'm sorry. He never forgave her for what happened with Wayne. That's been on his heart ever since the day he found out. I'm telling y'all what I know. I'm telling you, he never forgave her. That was a narcissistic attack blow. Look up narcissistic attack. Anthony never got over that. And Angelina is so low that she would go in cahoots with him. I'm just saying, that might be far-fetched, y'all. But I'm just saying anything possible in Wayne's world. And with this particular storyline. That's what I wrote down here. Okay, the next one would be that Anthony altered the test himself. And I've said that because he wanted to save face. The narcissist in him wanted to say that Amber was wrong. He want to keep that momentum that she kissed Taylor. He don't want the focus to be on he was a fool again. Amen. Anthony wouldn't go be no fool no more. And then he still wants that connection to Shayla. I'm thinking Anthony, this time, altered the test. He knows it's not his child, but he gonna see it all the way through. He not gonna fail again. Might be far-fetched, y'all. But I'm just saying. You heard it here. Aunty Rhimes first. What else I got here on this list? Me and Regina. He's gonna flip on the guy. Or something even more diabolical. I really want to be a writer, y'all. I really do. I wish I had everybody's skits and just had a different scenario. If it was my storyline, I would branch this storyline off to a whole nother channel. Amen. And I would really play with this whole thing. I wouldn't even put it with, this is my vision. I wouldn't even put it with the other skits. I would put it by itself so that people have the opportunity to just watch that storyline grow and develop. That storyline is not dead, y'all. That storyline could branch off into backstories. Backstories could branch off from that. Put it on a whole different, it could still be on the CallsKountryWayne, but put it on the channel by itself. And all the people talking about they gonna quit and they've been waiting all their life to unsubscribe and all that. Watch them go over there. Then give those other skit stories that are good, that have not had the opportunity to grow. Put those, let them stay where they are. That storyline has enough to hold its own on a channel. They tried to do it with the Chase name, with the Frank thing, but I don't think nobody did that, so Frank is back with the regular ones. Amen. But that's what I would do, Wayne. Wayne, I'm asking, can I be a writer on the staff? Can I be a writer? There's so much stuff in my head, in my brains. And can I be a writer and work from home? If I'm not going to be, I want to be in the skits, but they say and y'all think I'm playing. I'm so serious. God say you have not because you ask not. And I would love to be on that writing team. I would. I'm not saying that the writing team now is not good. I just want to be a part of the process because I kind of see in my head the different directions it could go. I got the spirit of Aunty Rhimes in me. Y'all saying that it's over, but I see so many different plot twists and stories that could go with this. I'm not crazy with these different personalities. Amen. I got different visions in me. God put different, Lord, Wayne, give me a chance. I'm throwing it out there, give me a chance. I see where it could go. It's strong by itself. The backstories. Another plot twist that could happen. Y'all, what if Amber switched the results? Amen. What if Amber, because sometimes, again, they could give her character a split personality. We got the Amber with the little topper. Then we got Bob Amber. What if, like Nikki, back in the day, Nikki and Vicky, on What Like to Live, what if all this stress, Amber develops a split personality? And that split personality altered that test to make the child Anthony's. What if? Because she wants a way out. What if she does it as a way out? Y'all follow me. Follow Auntie the writer. Aunty Rhimes. I'm going to say Aunty Rhimes. That's the new personality just developed. Aunty Rhimes. Aunty Rhimes. Story time with Aunty Rhimes. Ooh, I like that. We got a new one, y'all. Story time with Aunty Rhimes. I'm going to take the story where I want to take it. How about that? Amber develops a split personality. Amen. She wants the baby to be his for one or two reasons. One part of her split personality could be doing it so she could get out the marriage and have an excuse to leave, and now people wouldn't think she was a bad wife. She still leaves as a good wife on top because that was just too much to bear with Shayla. Or could a plot twist be she does it to take Kai from Shayla? The ultimate revenge. You took my baby in my stomach, and you took my baby the baby that I carried and my adopted baby. So now I'm going to take your child, and we're going to live happily ever after. Oh, y'all. Aunty Rhimes. Aunty Rhimes in the building. It just formed right now at 3:15 p.m. on October the 14th. The story time with Aunty Rhimes has just been created. Put me on the staff, Wayne. That's all I'm saying. Put me on the staff. Give me a role. I need additional income, Wayne. I got some ideas up here. Amen. And I think people are liking. I got some stories in my head, Wayne. I'm going to cut this off because it's at 15 minutes. But then Aunty Rhimes will be right back with what could happen. And also part 2 of Wayne, give me a job. If y'all think Wayne should give Aunty Riri Rhymes /Ray/Regina/ all us a writing job or a walk-on job, I want y'all to put, let me see what number I want y'all to put. Number of completion. I want y'all to put, is it 7 for the number of completion? Put a 7 for the year I was born. Put a 7 if y'all think, and y'all think Aunty Rhimes will be a good writer or a walk-on. I'm finna shoot my shot. And I know that somebody watching this might know Wayne. Wayne, I'm asking for a job. I got crazy faith this year. Put your girl down. And I'm going to come back, y'all, with part 2 of Aunty Rhimes' theories on how this storyline could go. I'll be right back. Amen.